Assalamu alaikum. These are my Ramadan decorations for 2025 or 2025. It is not that much different from last year, from 2024. I did get a couple more pieces. The camel is new, which I thought was really cute, but I actually thought it was a figurine. Like I said, Timo pictures, they mislead. I was thinking it was a figurine, but it is not a figurine. It is actually a plastic cord, and that you have to fit into a slot. And then the masjid with the crescent moon, I got all that from Timo. I did not spend a lot on decorations this year. I have decorations, and I don't want people to get lost. You know, Ramadan is not decoration. It's about the fast and Salatul Tadawir and all that. You know, the remembrance and reading the Quran. Hadashah Inzili Quran. This is the month that the Quran was sent down. But I'm just going to give you the masjids I borrowed from Etsy last year. That's what it was. Etsy was my website. They're really pretty. They're still beautiful. They were beautiful last year. They're beautiful this year. This, I just don't have the lights on, but they're really pretty. The Ramadan Kareem, either I got it from Amazon. The sign came from Amazon. And like the little figurines, like I said, I thought they lit up. So I'm disappointed that they really are nothing but on a stand and cardboard, but it kind of floats. It kind of floats just a little bit. It kind of floats just a little bit. So that's the only thing that I wanted to add. And then the lights, they also came from Timo. I think I brought them once from Amazon. This came from Party City. And like I said, I don't know if you know that mirror actually came from Pier 1. All these places are closed. Party City has a sign that they're closing, which I'm disappointed in, because we used to, I used to work at a place and we used to get all our decorations from Party City. So it's kind of disappointing, but it was a while since I worked there. So it's been a while since I've been there. And like I said, I brought that some years ago, but that came from Party City. And it lights up. I don't know if it needs batteries or not. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it light up. I think it needs some batteries, and I went to change it. And I haven't changed it yet, but it does need some batteries. But I just wanted to add, and I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to say, you know, something that's been on my way. Please don't forget, the only reason we fast this month in Ramadan is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is the only thing that He asks us to do. Please don't get lost in the messages and all these imams and this sheikh, all this propaganda and all that misinformation out there. It scares me, A'udhu Billah, because I think it can corrupt and change our faith and our religion. And I see it constantly, especially on Instagram and TikTok, just all that misinformation. I remember being 16, when I was 16, and this was a while ago because I'm no longer 16. And I remember CNN came out and they asked me, even at 16, was I fasting? I was like, alhamdulillah, but I was at a Muslim school too. But I remember that they did an interview and they asked us, why do we fast? And I said, because this is the only thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks of us. Forget everything else. Forget that it's too hard and all that or anything like that. Just remember that on Yom Kiyama, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the month of Ramadan, this is what He asks of us as mu'minat, just to fast. So don't get lost. And I said all this propaganda where women are half dressed and wallahi and alhamdulillah. I said, A'udhu Billah, astaghfirullah. And all this stuff, we don't mock, we don't leave comments that are inappropriate. All that is a part of our character and who we are as Muslims. And alhamdulillah, you can't even say I'm an immigrant. I was born right here in the United States. I'm an 8th generation Texas. The only religion that I've ever had was Islam. And I was fortunate. And I was fortunate that when I was born, it was cool to be Muslim. I'm going to tell you that. As an African American growing up in the United States, because I'm old. I grew up before 9/11. I was out of high school before September the 11th. So you got to understand, people would respect and me wearing the hijab. I didn't have all those red flags. I can remember me working at a hospital and my director was Caucasian. And he told me, his name was Jim Whitaker, and I don't care if he's still living because he's probably out there somewhere in the world, but I'm going to name his name. His name was Jim Whitaker. And he said, Medina, when you need to pray, you can come and pray in my office. That is how cool it was even back then. Like I said, I grew up, and I'm not as young, but I'm not as old either. But I'm just letting you know that don't let them corrupt or change the religion. And I think that's the problem with social media. We can get lost. So that is all I'm saying. Allah Mike, may Allah accept your fast. You know how we say, may Allah accept the Hajj, because not only are we fasting, Allah has to accept our fast. You have to be pious, good character, your profanity, your alaq, all those things have to be aligned. But Allah Ma'aki, Ramadan Mubarak, Yalla Salams.